Good morning, everybody. My name is Emily. Welcome back to Studying Smarter, and today I'm going to be taking you on a work day with me. I don't know why my hands did that. I have work today. I have an on-campus job that they're letting me work remotely, which is amazing, and I have actual classwork that I need to do too while at home on quarantine. So I made myself a cup of tea. It's normally how I started my work day when I was still at school too, which is funny. Make myself a cup of tea and go into work. It is currently 8:34. I don't start work until 9, but I have some admin tasks that I need to do, and I need to plan my day and exactly what assignments I want to get done today. So it's just prepping and getting ready for work. So the first thing I did was clean off my desk. For some reason, it had gotten really messy when I was working yesterday, and I just hadn't cleaned it off last night. And then I went to a new page in my journal, and I started making a schedule for today. So I set this up by doing a timetable on the left where I can visually map out when I have certain things going on. And then on the right, I will do a general to-do list. I do one that's general for everything. And then as you'll see later on, I do one specifically for work because I did work for 4 hours today at my job, and it's just easier when I'm on shift to work from a separate to-do list. So here I went through my work schedule for the day and started crafting that work to-do list, which took me a little bit. And then I had to email my supervisor. Since we're working remotely, we have a lot more accountability, so I had to email her what I was going to be doing that shift. So this is a PowerPoint I made for a workshop that happened before break. It was supposed to be self-care during midterms and finals, and it has information on like sleeping and eating, staying hydrated, taking breaks, all of that stuff. So my task right now is to go back through and make a separate copy and update it so it relates more to what's happening right now and like talking about working at home and self-care and that kind of thing. I just sent some emails, but that's what I'm gonna do now. And here I am editing that PowerPoint. At really uncertain times like this, it's important that we have resources that we can give students. So this was something we didn't have immediate plans for, but that could be useful in the future as a resource to give to students. Okay, I just finished my updated break before you break for stressful times, remembering to have self-compassion, sleeping well, which is super important, sleep hygiene, eating well, staying hydrated, taking breaks, which is my favorite thing, and you got this. So just after I ended my shift, I took like 15 minutes to try to set up the app Notion. I've heard really good things about it. It's supposed to be an all-in-one, so I was trying to set up a weekly agenda. I was really struggling with it, but I did end up getting it eventually. That last clip was from lunch. My mom's also working remotely right now, so we tend to take our lunch breaks together and sit outside for a little bit. But when I came back from the lunch break, I was doing some of my work for my Christine Dupizan class. We are right now learning about representations of Mary Magdalene in both Christine Dupizan's manuscripts and in other medieval manuscripts of the time. So I'm just doing a couple of readings about her life and specifically about her representations. I also went through some PowerPoints that our professor sent us that contain images of Mary Magdalene in the manuscripts. The next thing I did was read a chapter of how to write a BA thesis. One of my classes is a thesis writing group, but we have to do discussion posts every week where we read a chapter of this. I did mine on presenting your work to others. I'm preparing for my baccalaureate exam where I'll orally defend my thesis to my committee, and this just gave me a lot of tips for crafting a good, concise presentation. And I went to try to post my discussion post, but realized that the module wasn't online yet, so I just typed it up in a Word document to post when she does include the module online. and this is my big break of the day. I finished up my discussion post and I decided to organize my bookshelves, and then also on Notion there's a space for reading lists, so I decided to make 2 reading lists, one recreational and then one history related. So I went through my shelves and I put in all of my unread books and just generally tidied up my bookshelves. I moved back officially from college last week and I had a lot of books that I just hadn't put back yet. And to end my workday, I had a staff meeting from 4 to 5. So just before that, I got the agenda of the meeting from online and jotted it down just so I could follow along. We typically get it printed out. And then this is me and my staff meeting. It was so great to see everybody and we got a lot of good information. So it definitely went well, even though the online format's very new. Hey guys, I just got out of my staff meeting and it is almost 5 o'clock, which means my workday is over. Started at 9 o'clock this morning and ended at 5 o'clock. I feel like I'm finally working a 9 to 5 job. Thank you guys for coming along on a work day in my life with me. I feel like it was fairly productive. I had a little bit of a lull in the afternoon, but I'm still adjusting to try to do online classes and work at home. So I think it was fine. I hope you guys have a great day.